Flowers 5 completely overturned. Dilireba was ridiculed and couldn't afford to play. I didn't expect that she was the most annoying person. Kinlan's temper is well known in the entertainment industry. Every time she appears in front of the camera, she gives people a gentle and generous feeling. It is rare to see Kinlan dislike others or be impatient with others. But this time, a female star in Hua Xiao 5 directly made Kinlan break the precedent. Because her operation is so eye-catching that even a good-tempered person like Kinlan can't help it, let alone other people. Zinzili's eyes changed drastically when she saw that look in her eyes, and she wanted to stay away from her, for fear that something would trouble her. And some netizens found that this time Hua Xiao 5 has been constantly perfunctory to the audience, and there is nothing special about it at all. Some netizens even commented, saying that it looked like it was filmed by primary school students, and it felt a bit like keeping a running account. Why did the reputation of Hua Xiao 5 drop sharply this time? And who is it that Kinlan and Zinzili dislike so much? Kinhalu directly took the annoying card. Before this variety show started airing, netizens had high expectations for it. After all, these stars inside are all big names in the entertainment industry. I thought they would make me shine this time, but soon after the show started, netizens discovered that this variety show really disappointed them. Many netizens also said that the program team should consider changing some photographers and editors, and the work shot by some internet celebrities are not even as exciting as those shot by some internet celebrities. Moreover, some netizens feel that the guests this season are too sorry for the program team. They are obviously guests with good celebrity status and traffic, but their overall performance is really low. At the beginning of the show, Kinhalu taught all the guests a lesson. On the internet, her main character is her true temperament. I thought that such a character could never be pretentious, but the fact is exactly the opposite. The broadcast of this variety show directly took off her underpants. Because at the beginning of the show, Kinhalu's true nature was exposed. As soon as she arrived at the airport, Kinhalu's eyes were already fixed on the coffee inside. The budget given by the program team is extremely limited. If Kinhalu wants to buy a cup of coffee, other guests can buy several bottles of water. Anyone with a sense of teamwork would not buy this cup of coffee, but Kinhalu is an exception. She always looked at this cup of coffee and was unwilling to leave. Many netizens feel that Kinhalu came here to participate in a variety show, not a party with a rich wife. Why should the program team listen to her arrangements? Of course, this is not the most outrageous thing about Kinhalu. The most outrageous thing is that she often likes to complain behind her back. On the surface, she seemed to have an indifferent attitude towards everything, but after this incident happened, Kinhalu would complain crazily behind her back. This also made many netizens feel that it was too inappropriate, and when others put forward their own suggestions, Kinhalu always looked reluctant and became the most disappointing person. Kinhalu's attitude made Kinlan very uncomfortable. The age difference between the two was only 1 year, so all the tasks fell on Kinlan. However, Kinhalu is not the most outrageous among the guests this season. At least Kinlan can accept her little temper. Another female guest made Kinlan intolerable. Suspected of bringing money into the group and leaving the C position to Zhao. No matter how bad Kinhalu is, it's because she is indeed a relatively prominent figure in the entertainment industry. But this female star is different. Her name is Zhao. Among these guests, Zhao is the one with the least presence. Many people have never even heard of her name. Many netizens also said that they must have brought money to join the group, because Mango Channel really favored her. When riding the bus, the seats assigned to her were all C seats. This is a position that even the top player in the entertainment industry, Dilraba, would not dare to imagine. But she sat directly on it and said that there was no support behind her. Who would believe it? Of course, this is not the most outrageous thing. The most outrageous thing is the series of operations she did afterwards, such as needing to take a shower that night and she didn't have any shower gel. What should we do at this time? She then thought of asking other female celebrities to borrow them. Logically speaking, when you go to borrow other people's things, you should at least have the right attitude. As a result, Zhao took it for granted and seemed to think that it was normal for others to help her and that it would be abnormal not to help herself. At that time, Zhao also directly stated that she would let Zinzili lend her shampoo for 20 days. Hearing this, Zinzili was dumbfounded. She had not prepared in advance. If you take them all, what should I do? However, seeing that Mango TV valued her so much, Zinzili did not dare to say anything and could only give her her own things first. In fact, Dilireba may be a little dissatisfied at this time, but she hasn't shown it yet. After getting the shampoo and shower gel, the sister was still not satisfied, so she ran to her room again and asked if they had any toothpaste to borrow. Frequently appears in other people's rooms and wants to take advantage of the camera. Zhao Haoi's frequent appearance has disturbed Kim Lan and Diliraba's normal rest. The expressions of the two people obviously changed slightly, but Zhao Haoi still didn't feel anything wrong. After washing her hair, she ran over to borrow a hairdryer and said she would blow dry her hair in their room. The problem was that the blowing made such a loud noise. Did she really not think about it for these two sisters? And she had to bother both of them when using the hairdryer, because she didn't know how to use it at all. Seeing this situation, many netizens felt that Zhao Haoi must not pay attention to other people's feelings in daily life. It's already so late, and I'm still in someone else's room. The most important thing is that I borrowed someone else's hairdryer, and I still have to dry my hair here without fear of disturbing others. Some netizens think that Zhao Haoi must like to take advantage. Logically speaking, if a female celebrity wants to go out to participate in a show, she will definitely prepare everything. And when Zhao Haoi appeared, netizens noticed that there were 4 suitcases next to her. Could it be that these 4 suitcases are not close to anyone who can wash clothes, wash hair, or take a shower? To put it another way, even if it really doesn't exist, why can't you just run to the side and buy it? It's impossible to not even have this little money, right? Obviously, she knew that these 2 female celebrities had extraordinary status in the entertainment industry, and the program team would definitely film more of them. So I wanted to come to the room and take more shots to gain some sense of presence. And some netizens discovered that she actually went to Dilireba's room before, but Dilireba felt that she didn't like to be photographed by the camera when she was doing some private things. So she just blocked it. Seeing that she couldn't get behind the camera here, she thought of going to the other 2 people's rooms. It can be seen from the expressions of Dilireba and Kim Lan that they have already figured out what Zhao Haoi is thinking, but they have not exposed her, and they are also very unhappy. After all, it was already this point at that time, and Zhao Haoi was still walking around in his room. A normal person would be dissatisfied. Zhao Haoi didn't need to rest, he still needed to rest. Dilireba was criticized and couldn't afford it. After the collapse of Zhao Haoi's character, I didn't expect that a similar situation would happen to Dilireba. As we all know, the main thing about participating in reality shows is to be natural and not artificial. Many female celebrities, no matter how burdened they are as idols, can change this situation as long as they decide to participate in reality shows. But Dilireba is different. As soon as she takes off her makeup, she will immediately cover the camera. When netizens see this, they all say they can't afford to go back. Back then, when Yang Mi participated in the reality show, she really didn't put on any makeup and had to wallow in the quagmire. Seeing this situation, Yang Mi never said anything wrong. The cameras were directly focused on Yang Mi's face, and Yang Mi had no intention of refusing. Because this is what you should do when participating in a reality show. But when I arrived at Dilireba, it was different. She even shouted out when she saw a camera in the room. As an actor, after all these years, isn't it normal to participate in a reality show with cameras? Many netizens saw this situation and felt that Dilireba was too artificial and wanted to win the audience's attention in this way. In addition, when the program team arranged for them to go to the next place, because Dilireba did not have a hat on her head and the sun was very hot, she was naturally embarrassed to ask other female guests for one. So what should we do? At this time, Dilireba thought of the hats on the staff's heads and tried every means to deceive the hats. It can be seen that the staff are not too happy. After all, the sun is so bright that everyone would like to have a hat to protect themselves from the sun. However, Dilireba is a guest that the program team spent huge sums of money to invite, so it is impossible to make her unhappy. When Dilireba took the hat over, she ran away happily without even saying thank you. Such an attitude gives people a sense of taking it for granted, so the goodwill is directly lost. This variety show has only been aired for so long, but its reputation has become like this. It is estimated that no one will be willing to watch it in the future. Do you think the behavior of these 3 people is excessive?